Hello there, I'm Wilgert and today we're gonna learn about functions. So I'm using a plugin for VS Code that will print out the result of a line. So for instance, when I say if I just type this name, it will print here the result. So this is just a way to very quickly show you what's going on. And now let's move on to creating a function. So the syntax for creating a function is you use the function keyword followed by a name for the function. Let's say scream, and followed by parentheses, an open and a close parenthesis, and then open and close curly brackets, curly braces. And between the curly braces, it's called the function body. And here you can put any code you want. In this case, I want to put something to the console. So I'm going to say console.log and scream something. Nothing is happening right now. And maybe you can pause the video for a moment now and then try to explain why nothing is happening. Okay, and after that you can start the video again. So welcome back. Let's see what's going on. Well, a function is lazy. So when you have just declared it like this, you created a function, but before it does anything, you have to call it. So how do you call it? Well, you simply type the name followed by parentheses, and now we see that here the result is logged to the console. And when I change this to some other string, then my plugin will automatically run it after I stop typing and we see the result. So here we have a function definition and a function call. And actually, inside this piece of code, there's also another function call, namely the call to the log method on console. So what is then a method, you might ask? Well, in JavaScript and also in other programming languages, a lot of built-in objects, like console. It's a built-in object from JavaScript that contains a lot of things, and some of those things are methods, and you can call them using the dot and then the name of the methods. Here we see that VS Code tells us this is a method, and it is a method that takes a message, which can be any, but normally it's a string, and it will print it to the console. But there are more built-in methods in JavaScript, like math is an object that contains some functions with math. For instance, random. Math.random returns a random number. Well, right now we don't see what the result is, so let's save it to variable. And then let's try to print that. And we see that every time I now press a key on the keyboard, the number changes because it creates a new random number, because it executes the code again every time. Well, we created a function before that was doing console log, but a function can also return a value. So let's create a new function. We call it sum, and this function takes two numbers, number A, number it will return the sum of those numbers, so number A plus number B. Let's try it out. So I'm going to call this function again by typing the name of the function, parentheses. Well, this time the function takes 2 arguments. It has 2 parameters and both of them should be a number. So let's put in 15 and 27, and then let's see what's the results. It's another handy trick of my plugin. If I type this, it will print results. Well, the result is 42, a beautiful number. So this function has a return statement and it returns something. The question is, what does a function return when it does not have a return statement? Well, we can find out. I'll just remove this and let's see if yes. So if a function does not have a return statement, it returns undefined. And if you would assign the result of this to a variable, so let's say some result, then that function, that variable is also undefined. And if I now put back what was there, number A, number O plus number B, then we see that the variable gets assigned the return value of the function that we call. Well, until now we have declared the function always like this. There's one other way that you can also create it, which will behave the same. Let's just change this example to do the other way. Instead of putting the function name and then, or the function keyword and then the function name and then the rest, you can also create a variable named sum and put assign a function to that variable, and it will have the exact same result. That's it. I hope you enjoyed.